Chop game. Market makers playing that chop game. Traders getting wrecked, don't trade it the same. Long it, pull back, short it, moon quick. Market makers in the back, left. Confirm breakout. No, now it's reversing. Market makers bait the highs and slice the lows. Paint the picture, then it folds. Fake bull flags, fake bear traps, jumping in late. That bag collapsed. Whipsaw move, straight disrespectful. No trend, just chop. Feeling regretful. Market makers see it stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Retail trying to snipe the top. Market makers cooking, it's getting hot. Revenge trading will break your soul. Fear, greed, envy, you lose control. Jealousy, anger, revenge gets fed. You revenge trade, now in the red.
Don't feel like you have to be in a trade. Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal flush soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
It's that range game, fake out chains. Market makers profit, traders feel the pain. Candle art ain't what it seems. Chop is a weapon, killing dreams. Chasing that breakout too late, my friend. Market makers denying the sin. Retail trap, caught in that zone. The traders be holding bags, asking for a loan. FOMO hits, traders load that size. Price retraces, no allergies, but watery eyes. Market makers sell the dream by the dip, then the dip keeps dipping. It's a sucker script, adapt to die. That's the motto, no edge in chop, just highs then hollow. Top down scan, zoom out the view. Avoid the noise, wait for the cue.
Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal plus soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
Feeling fear, feeling greed, angry, mad, want that speed, fast, jealous, why? Trade the flex, revenge got you wrecked, now you second guess.
You gotta breathe and follow the plan. You'll win again if you understand. Don't give up, hold your ground. Set alerts for the trend, wait for the sound.
Whipsaw move, straight disrespectful, no trend, just chop. Feeling regretful, market makers see you stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Catch the move, not the hype parade. Stay in the game, that's how legends are made. Market makers playing that chop game. Set a stop loss on every trade. Trade with the trend, or get trapped again.
That's right, guys. That's what we don't want to do. We do not want to get trapped. And for that reason, we have a plan, entry and exit. So here we go. 3, 2, and a 1. A bingo and a bango. Bingo and a bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It's always time. That's right. Time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated, boring terms, pattern memorization. That stuff's too much. If you have a great memory, good for you. I don't. So I keep everything super, super simple. If you like the simpleness of my style, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. If you're watching this on the replay, put a 1 on the comments. Let's get started, guys. Thank you for everybody being here. You guys are the absolute best. Let's get some shout outs really quick, and then we're going to get to the bubbles, and then we'll give us some more shout outs. We got Jono in the house. What's up, Jono? Appreciate you, man, being here. Wixwife Fine 89 in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Jesse, what's up, Jesse? Appreciate you guys being here. Going down the list, of course, I do have a free Discord. So if you want to join the Discord, here it is. And there I give some videos that I do for my VIP group. Not all of them, of course, just to be fair. But if you want the VIP treatment, then join the group. Do you need it to learn how to trade? No, that's just to have access to me almost 24/7. Updates on the market, updates on our trades, moving up our stop losses, Pretty much if I see that the market looks like it's turning, I notify everybody. So that's a huge benefit. If you have money, what are you waiting for? If you don't have money, don't worry about it. My job, my goal, my duty is to make you money so that guess what? You join the group. That's a pretty good business plan in my theory, my personal thought process. You know, I make you money. Because you're making money, you join the group. Don't join the group trying to learn how to do all this stuff. I show you for free. So here we go. Oh, let's do this. Going down the list. All right, got some ones in the chat. I love it. Let's look at the crypto bubbles daily. Ooh, my X up. Well, why is it up? Well, because it went down. It went down pretty significantly recently. What goes up will come down when it's ready. What goes down will come up when it's ready, unless it's a rug pull. And we've all seen those. FTN down 51.5%. Good Lord. We have XPL up 29.5. Now you may see some trading groups that may be trading these and maybe they're up, 80%, 120%. My question to you is to ask them, how many charts did they post for the week? Because what they're doing is they're doing a numbers game. And once you kind of open your eyes to it, you realize it's like, oh man, they're posting 7, 10 charts a day. The admins are posting 5, 10 charts a day. Sure, they have 8 results for the week, but just do the math. Like most of their members are getting wrecked. So have risk management in place, definitely. And then what I do is I show you how to trade so you can take advantage of that on any coin. Do we know or did we know that this was going to pump? No. That's why it's a numbers game. You put a whole bunch of, you throw enough nets out there, you're going to catch fish. And that's how it goes. All right. Moving on. Let's see here. Going down the list. Got some ones in the chat. Low Caspa in the house. What's up, man? Appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. You guys are the absolute best. Okay. Going down the list. All right. So now let's look at the hourly. Whoa, does this mean Bitcoin's coming up? Possible. We're going to look at Bitcoin in just a moment. Nothing too exciting, to tell you the truth, but we will check it out. Right now for the crypto bubble, for the alt season, let's go and refresh this one more time for good luck. Right now we are sitting at 68. What happened to the alt season? What happened to all those thumbnails? Alt season, the time is now. Look at my thumbnails. For the past 2 months, most of them are red. Well, matter of fact, let's check it out. Let's check it out really quick. Let's go here. Let's go here. That's my buddy Crux of Crypto. Love the dude. Live streams. So here, waiting. Then this is so funny. I told you, and here's another one. I told you. This is basically not making fun of, but just letting you be aware that all these YouTubers and mentors out there, when something happens, they give a plan A, plan B. When one of them goes whatever way, I told you to do this. I told you to do that. It's like, dude, it was either way. Anybody can do that. In my opinion, anybody can do that. Don't be late. Here we have the market makers laughing, fake out, bounce. This is when we were starting to go up 5 days ago, kind of possible bounce. Alt season question mark. Everybody's doing alt season. Key support. This one we were possibly gonna break the key support. Strong resistance. And this one just, are you ready for whatever happens? Market dump. Rounded top. This is bearish. Under bullish range. So that means it's bearish. Bullish range fake out. Again, so all of my things are red. We're kind of warning you. Rollover near, lower highs, lower lows. This is downtrend, under strong resistance. So all this is basically, fake out, red. I've been doing this for some time now. Kind of just, we're expecting it to go down until we start going up. So is it starting? This is kind of like just to, because we're down so much, is it starting? Over. And then here I did a VIP screen share. And also the YouTube members were able to join this. All right, moving on. So if you're not a YouTube member, strongly recommend you do so. It helps support the channel, helps support the business. All right, moving on. while we're here, liquidations. Let's look at this really quick. We got Techman in the house. What's up, Techman? See here. All right. So let me check the chat really quick. Good. Oh yeah, definitely check out the link tree. All the links are in there. If you have any questions with anything, just reach out to me, trade_intuition, and I'll help you out. Jono says 50 charts a day, but not on the weekend. Expect volatility on the weekend. Yeah. And it's funny because we used to be in a group where they would say that every Thursday, Friday, expect volatility on the weekend. It's like, okay. See here, what's up with Aster? Everyone is talking about it. Yeah, so we did a thing on Aster, and also, I forget the other one. I can look it up. It's in my VIP chat. So just 1 second, Aster. I'll pull it up, and then we will talk about that in just a second. So it's Aster and Avantis. But we'll pull that in just a second. So let's look at the liquidations. We're going to refresh this just for good luck. Let's go ahead and look at the 24-hour. Right now, we're right in the middle. We have, liquidations, 22 million, 20 million, 27 million. Boring at 110.4. Then we have some liquidations on here, 27 million, 22.8 million, sitting right around 108.3. Boring, but again, it's the weekend. It's the weekend, so let's look at the 12-hour. So what does that mean? It's the weekend. So one thing that I do here on my channel is I don't just say something, I explain what that something is, especially if we have newer traders who don't know the lingo. I notice that a lot on a lot of these channels, and I love watching other people. Man, I love watching how they trade, their thought process, everything else. But sometimes they'll say a word, but not explain what the word is. So whenever we say, oh, it's the weekend, or the trading volume's low, basically what that means is on the weekend, generally, the people who are trading are, going out fishing, they're spending time with the family, they're not at the charts. They're enjoying their weekend, maybe having a picnic or a barbecue. Monday through Friday is when it's game time. Let's go. On average, Monday is usually slow. Tuesday is usually a good day. This is on average. Doesn't mean that this is what's going to happen to your coin. Monday, usually slow. This is usually when it kind of starts picking up a little bit, but it's kind of slow. Tuesday is usually when we have really nice volume. Wednesday and Thursday are great days to trade because those have more volatility. What does that mean? People buying and selling, prices going up and down. So that's volatility. That's what you want. Thursday, people start kind of winding down for the weekend. So Thursday, it's kind of slow. However, this doesn't mean that your coin will be slow. Friday is usually when we have people taking profit from the week. And this, again, this is the overall thought process. That this does not mean that, on Friday, sell your token if you're in the positive or the negative, just because people are selling. No, there are times, and there are plenty of times, where I'm buying on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays and making good money because of the coin itself. Then on Saturday and Sunday, kind of slows down a little bit. So that's just the overall thought process when it comes to the days of the week to trade, possibly hold off on trading. So there you go. All right. Low Caspa, it's a DeFi, perpetuals, BNB ecosystem, DEX. Yep. Now, I'll show you the link too. Oh man, but I forgot about it. But I put this on the VIP. I don't think I shared it with Discord, but I'll share it here with y'all. 1 second. Very thirsty. I'm doing a lot of stuff today. A lot of stuff. Before you know it, it's 4 o'clock. If you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. All right, moving on. So we went over Chew. We went over this several times already. To me, it's dead. USDC or USDUC. This was a. Why did we enter here? This is on September 21st. Why would we enter? Oh, because more than likely it was going to probably be a bounce. Higher risk. I'm not sure why I did it white. It should have been yellow. But we entered and then boop, stopped out. 12%. Ouch. but we scale into the trade. We do DMM. Ooh, sexy. What is that? Dynamic money management. Oh, Joe, do you have a course on that? Do you have a boot camp? I would love to buy that boot camp. No, it's dollar cost averaging. It's scaling into the trade. It's more so scaling into the trade. That's what that is. You know, you enter here, you know, a quarter, maybe half of your entry, and you wait for more confirmation. That's what that is. I see so many people rebranding certain words or certain theories, certain process, and just to sell something. Oh man, it makes me sick. It really does. All this is scaling into the trade. Dynamic money management. Ooh, Joe, let me in. Let me buy your boot camp. I show you everything here for free. Then boop, stopped out. And then here, prices here, and we're thinking something like this. You know, this is safer entry. It never did it, and it keeps on making lower lows, lower highs. So in this one, oh man, I would have to just wait for this level right here. I'd have to wait for this level. Well, what about this level, Joe? Now, because it's really close. So this is the level now that we'd have to do. So hopefully it does something like here. I would not enter. I would have to enter right here. So that's that one. What else? Anything else over here? So this was a token from a YouTuber, and I pretty much called it that it was going to go to zero. And I even told him on his channel how many YouTubers have done a pump fund coin and it's gone to zero. Oh no, man, our coin, it's different. You know, we have a community and, you know, it's already gone up, you know, whatever percentage. And we haven't even done anything yet. And right now we're working on, you know, putting on this and this and this. And they started doing it. And then sure enough, boop, zero. So be careful. So money with the 3, here, we were looking at it, but we actually was here. And I'm thinking we're gonna retrace, but we were seeing it right here. It looks really nice to where it looked like it was gonna come down to here, maybe here. And it came down a little bit and then it said, nope, going up. We broke this level, but for me, it's too risky. And it depends on your risk tolerance. Starts coming down here. We were looking at it again. I'm saying, all right, you know, this is a possible decision point to where it may come down and do this. And if it does this, we're looking for a bounce. If we don't get a bounce, there's really high chance to come down here. But what did it do? Now, once again, sometimes with these very low market cap coins, they don't necessarily follow our rules because it takes very little money for them to do whatever they want. Sure enough, here, I'm really thinking they're gonna come down. But here is our decision point to where it could go up, but I'm thinking down. Just to give it some break, you know, people are taking profit. What does it do? Nope. Up again, comes down and just blast off. Now people are taking profit. So now my thought process is on this one, for it to come down to roughly around this area, about 0.01965 before possibly continuing up. Once it starts breaking the lows, be very careful because it could do what these other coins have done, where it breaks the low, breaks the low, breaks the low, and keeps on breaking the low. So just be very careful. Make sure to take profit when you can. And the only bad part about coins like this is, like, if you hold on to it, your $100 could turn into 10,000. However, your $100 could also turn into 1 penny. So that's the thing. Okay. Let's go and check the chat really quick. Okay. Let's see here. 1 second. Let's see here. Techman says, good evening, Trade Intuition. Elephant Pex giveaway. I will post link in Discord for everybody. Okay, awesome. So definitely check out the Discord. Very good. And let's see here. Going down the list. Okay, everything looks good. Oh yeah, man, that's fine. You Yeah, the only thing I don't like in the Discord is referral links. Again, you know, help support the channel, help the business continue to do what it's doing, which is helping people. And that's what we do here. Okay, so we went over all that stuff. Let us look at Bitcoin. If you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. Right now, boring, absolutely boring. And we will go and look at Aster, and we'll look at the link too. So Aster link VIP. So that way I know. So right now, 15-minute time frame. Let me get some more drink. Very thirsty, guys. Yes, very important. Be very careful with the giveaways. For me personally, I do not do airdrops. I don't do any of that stuff. You know, it's too much work to remind people, you know, set up another wallet. You know, I would do that a lot. Like for games that you would have to connect your wallet to so you can earn tokens. I'd have to remind people, set up a new wallet. So yes, it takes a little bit of time, but set up a new wallet just in case that site either gets hacked or is a hacking site to where they promise coins, but then they just withdraw all your stuff. So be very careful. Crypto Candy in the house. What's up, man? Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you for everybody smashing the like. You guys are the best. 15-minute time frame, Bitcoin. So we've updated the VIP group a few times in reference to this price action right here. Also, I believe I put it in the Discord as well, just sideways. And what we're doing is we're waiting for the breaks. We're waiting for the bounce here. And now what we can do is we can actually adjust our range. Make sure our magnitude tool is on. We can adjust our range to here. I do like this one. And it just depends on the time frame you're on, really. Okay, I'll do it here. So candle body stops on the 15-minute time frame. Candle body stops, wick, candle body stops, almost a wick. So I'm going to use this right here. And before this was a 3-minute time frame, but now I'm going to do the 15-minute, and I'll keep this level right here. So what are my levels that I'm looking at? We'll do this in white. 109.657, and also right here 109.004. These are my two levels. This is my range that I'm looking at. Yes, we do have bull traps and we have bear traps. What's a bull trap? A bull trap is when the price goes and it traps the bulls because everybody's thinking, oh, a moon mission, we're going to go to $197 million this weekend. And what happens? Boom, comes down. But we could pretty much see this if you trade the way I show you. You could pretty much see. Did I take this? No, I'm doing other stuff. I don't want to be, you know, for me, I want to go long, and I'm waiting for the long, you know, because I'm thinking we're going to go up before we come down, and I don't want to go short and have to babysit it. But if you want to take a scalp trade, because we've seen this go up and up and up and up and up, when it starts coming down on a 3-minute time frame, we can more than likely catch the potential either bounce here or bounce here, 50% of this range, or bounce here, or when it comes and it does a bearish retest here and continues down. So this is what we could catch. We don't know that it's going to come down here. Unlike all these other mentors out there, short right here, and my group called it, and it's because of this and this and blah, blah, blah. Well, if it would have went up, they would not be talking. However, you have a much higher chance of it coming down. Why? Because it went up. This is what I'm teaching. This is what I'm talking about right here. Then we see it coming up. We break this level. Okay. Well, we might come up to this range because we've been in this range. And if you want to, you can enter along here. Comes up, starts coming down. Starts coming up. We don't want it breaking this. We move up our stop loss really tight to this part right here. You know, we could take some profit here. Joe, you're doing the woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. You're showing after the fact. No, this is what I teach. This is exactly what I teach. Take some profit here. Hopefully we break up. Hopefully we do another one of these and now we find support here and continue coming up. So once again, I'm having the thought process in the moment of the trade as opposed to everybody else. Then comes down, breaks this level. Oh crap, I get stopped out. Okay, good. good. This is, you know, barely at a, you know, maybe we entered here, barely at a loss, barely. We took some profit, but barely at a loss. Comes down here, starts coming up. Can I enter another one? Maybe on a lower time frame. Maybe we get another bounce. Then as it's starting to do this, I'm losing hope. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna come up here now. Now I'm moving my stop loss really tight, maybe like underneath here, and sure enough, I get wicked out. So again, what I do is I show you in the moment of the trade. I don't say, oh yeah, I'd have it right here and I'd still be in the trade. No, I would have it about right here, underneath this wick. And sure enough, this one barely gets me and I just lost. And now it's doing nothing. I'm not in this trade. But Joe, we can go short right now. Look at all this resistance and we can make a lot of, yeah, you could. If you want to risk it, go for it. Your risk is different than mine. For me, I want to have a better setup. I don't want this. To me, it looks weak, very weak. However, it's happened before to where it looks weak. It comes down just to take this liquidity and does something like this, just to take this. And then either come up or maybe one last push to take this and then moon mission. Like, ah, dang it, I missed it. I was looking for it, but I missed it. So I'm okay with not trading. And that's one thing, like you know, you've gotten to a point in your trading career to where you don't have to be in a trade all the time. That to me is when you know you've made it. Do you win every trade? No, definitely not. But you can sit on your hands. When I first started, man, I was always trading. I was always in a trade. If I wasn't in a trade, shoot, man, I don't know what happened. But I'd have 3, 5 minimum, on average 10, 14 trades, average 10, 14 trades all the time. And now it's like, no, I'll wait for a better setup. Right now, doesn't look good. It looks, to me, this is my plan A. I don't have a plan B. I think we're gonna come down. If we come up, this is what I need to see. And notice how the thought process is always adjusting. So this is what I think might happen. This is a small time frame though. So just keep in mind that the larger candles, the 4 hour, the daily, they're going to have all these smaller candles inside that larger candle. So this is what I'm looking at. If for some reason we do this number, I don't know. I don't trust it. So that's a don't enter. You know, we have this level here to where now we can come down. And then once I see that it breaks this, then breaks this, then we can. So this is 1 and this is 2. Does that make sense? Let's try that again. 2. Fancy. All right. Let me catch up on the chat, guys. Let me catch up on the chat. You guys are amazing. Thank you for keeping the chat going. It really does help to support the channel. All the stuff that y'all are doing. Okay. Going down the list. Going down the list. Yes, and thank you for all the lurkers that are out there. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for everybody smashing the like button. You guys are the absolute best. Slept till 2:30 p.m. Holy smokes. You must have been up all night. Very nice. Very nice. And thank you guys for everybody joining the channel. So for those of you people who are new to my channel, this is what I do. 1, my goal is to get rich with you, not because of you. And for that reason, all the stuff that I give you, all the information, it's free. You don't have to join my group to learn how to trade. All the secrets and everything else I show you right here. So if you have questions, indicators, if you have questions about trading styles or theories, you know, ask away, and I'll let you know my personal preference and what I found that works and what doesn't work. And what I do is I show you the most simplistic form of trading. It's not simple, but I make it less difficult. I don't use fancy words or abbreviations or acronyms or anything like that. I just show you the basics. And it makes it it makes it less difficult to trade. It really does. And I talk about thought process a lot, talk about the psychology of trading, because you could have everything down. You could watch videos, you could have bought a bunch of boot camps and mentorships and everything else, and you could have, you know, taken notes and everything, and like you could teach the class. However, if you don't have the psychological part to trading, which deals with emotions, an emotional trader is the worst type of trader, but if you don't have that down packed, you're gonna lose. So what I do is I talk about the emotional side of trading, I talk about the psychological part of trading a whole bunch so that we don't get blindsided by that. So that being said, let's go ahead and continue with the 15-minute Bitcoin chart. When would you enter a short? For a short, what I would do is I would have to wait for the break of this, you know. If we have a nice run up, so this is a short thought process. Let's just say from here, we go really deep, like high like this. Then if we start doing this number, I would enter a short. And the short could be about 50% of this leg, because we may do this again. That's when I would enter a short. If not, what I want to see is, let's say we do this and then we start coming down again and we re-enter this zone, then I would enter the short here. Now I need to change all of these. So yellow is aggressive entry, white is safer entry. So this will be a safer entry. Now what I would not do is, if the price goes up and then it just shoots down and it breaks this level, would I enter this? No. Why? Because it went straight down. It needs to come up, then, you know, more than likely break this level, and then now break this level for the short. If not, if we come down here to break this level, let's say we do this and then we start doing this and we lose this, then I can enter a short. Because all these shorts, these are safer entries. These are much safer entries. Entering a short right now, could you do it? Sure, of course. You know, we might take this and this. Too risky for me. It's a 50-50 shot. I don't like those odds. All right. Even if you could, even if you have a coin you want to take a look at, please. If everyone has a question, please make sure to ask it. Yeah, if you have a question, ask it away. If you have a coin you want me to do, let me know as well. All right. So let us go to Aster. So let me go check this through. Okay. So this was a week ago. This is a week ago that I posted this. And let's look at Aster. So this was a coin that BC Poor Corp asked for. This is a stock, UNH. When the price was here, I said enter. Not financial advice. I never give financial advice on this channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. Because it dropped so much and we happen to see it right here, I said, man, enter right now. Enter right now. Have lower entries as well. They may hit, they may not. But if they don't, well, guess what? You got an amazing entry. And then if it goes up and then potentially pulls back, you can cancel these lower entries and then add there. And just, man, this coin went up 53%. Right now, currently, it's about 44%. And these are longer term holds. All right, let us look at Aster. Ticker is ASTER. I don't even know. Crypto sources, Blowfin. Aster. Holy smokes. Let's go 4 hours. Looks good. So for Aster, this is what I had posted in our VIP group. I don't think I put this in the free Discord, but this one I put new coins added to our list to accumulate. Our accumulation list consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins. We don't have 50 or 75 coins. We have 5 coins to accumulate, and these 5 coins, 4 of them were in already. We're still waiting for one of them to hopefully go a little bit lower before we can actually enter that to accumulate for a possible 2-month hold. And our lower entries on, I think 2 or 3 of them hit, but one of them, it's moved up so much that it hasn't come down as much as we want. So, which is a good thing. But for Aster, this is CZ's DEX. And at that time, a week ago, it was a 3.2 billion. It's very important to understand the market caps. And Avantis is Brian Armstrong's DEX, which is Coinbase. And that one was only a 519.6 million market cap. So this means that Avantis has the potential to give you several more, I don't want to say X's, but percentage versus Aster. However, CZ, and I've been saying this I've been mentioning this, I want to say for about 1.5 years now, because especially when the AI agents were just booming and everything else, I was reminding my VIP members, guys, CZ is not going to sleep on this stuff because these AI agents on the Solana network are kicking butt. We made so much freaking money on that stuff. It was crazy. However, I'm pretty sure, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure CZ from Binance is doing something behind the scenes, because he is not gonna, be the champion last season with BNB and just roll over this season. I know he's doing something. I don't know what it is, but I know he's doing something. Sure enough, Aster. So in my opinion, Aster is gonna be huge. So Aster, Avantis, you have Aerodrome Finance on the base network. So those are, hype. It's another DEX. So all these are DEXs. People love DEXs. Give you a heads up on that. I put something else about this too. What else did I put? Oh yeah. So I'm going to put this in the chat. I think we talked about it the other day. Oh, wrong one. So I posted this in the VIP group too. Again, if you have money, join the VIP. If you don't, watch the show, ask questions. And if those questions are pertaining to the VIP stuff that I posted, I'll show it to you. Like, again, I want to make money with you guys. I can't give you everything. If you ask for it, I'll show you. But I can't give you everything. Just, it wouldn't be fair. But here I made a little clip. Aster versus Avantis. And this is from Digital Asset News. He put an X post, and I'm going to put this in the chat. I strongly recommend you read it, and it compares everything. It compares what it is. It compares who's behind it. It mentions, basically their roles as the token goes, and it talks a whole bunch about it. So I would strongly recommend checking this out. I'm gonna put this in the chat. Go over here to the chat. There we go. There you go. And I'm gonna pin my Discord. So pin the Discord. All right, very good. Bring this back up. Awesome. And thank you everybody for pressing like. You guys are the best. All right. Come back over here. Let me catch up in the chats. Okay, let's do plasma as well. XPL plasma for Jesse. Okay. All right. So right now we're looking at Aster. Let's go ahead and delete our one drawing. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We had a really nice run up. Then we had this nice little pullback. Then what I was looking here to see if potentially we would roll over and break this so that we could short to maybe here. because sometimes when these coins come out, there's a lot of hype and we can short it before it takes off again. But because of the hype on the, CZ is behind this, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a really good coin. And this is definitely 100% currently right now, one of the coins that I'm going to be stacking up a whole bunch of them. I'm going to have a big bag of this in the bear market. Not right now. Right now it's just trading. But in the bear market, I'm going to load up on this and Avantis. And also possibly hype. Hopefully they're still good. And it's always, what's the next big thing? At first it was Jupiter and Radium. They were really big because of Solana. And then all that money went to hype. So we go to hype, trading it. And then now all that money's coming out of that and going into Aster. Now I do still like hype though. But here, it went up, broke this level, continue coming up. And what goes up is going to come down. So again, when it comes down, it's perfectly fine. Started coming down and beautiful. Look at this, guys. Man, I can't make this stuff up. Magneto on refib retracement from the high to the low. And what does it do? It retraced. I want to see minimum 38%. It pulled back to the 0.5, went into the golden pocket, which I consider the golden pocket 0.5618. This is old school. I guess it got updated. The goalpost got moved and I was unaware. But there was a trader, a really good trader, been in trading for a few years, several years, matter of fact. And he said the golden pocket is 618065. And I never heard that. And then Piper has another one from, I don't know. There's too many. He calls it the platinum pocket. I don't know. Maybe I should just call this the hot pocket instead of golden pocket. I don't know. But this is what I like. Hot pocket. I said it. So this is what I'm looking at right here in the golden pocket, my golden pocket, I guess. Started to come up and then kind of balancing out. So this to me looks pretty strong. Right now we're having this battle. So this we can take off. I can't get it. Hot pocket. So right now we are looking at this. This is a zone. So let's create our zone. This is our 4-hour zone. Now, granted, we have a lot. We have huge wicks. Gross. Gross. Why is that on there? Oh yeah, for my last thing. All right, huge wicks. Why are there wicks? Because, well, people are selling. But then we have huge buying wicks. People are buying. Let's go to the 1 hour. Doesn't look any better. So we have like a step. We have a level here, a level here, a level here. So this is the level that I'm watching. So we'll put our level right there and we'll put this in this color. Let's go 15-minute time frame. Okay. It pulled back a little bit more than I would like. Right now, it's not looking too bullish. If it would have pulled back to about here, about 50%, it would have been good. But since it went to the let me show you. 786. Okay. So if it would have pulled back to 0.5, perfect. Let's start bouncing, do a lower high. This is what I would have liked to have seen. Bounces 0.5, great. Comes up here, does a pivot right in this zone that's pretty strong. Comes down 50% of this move to come up. Now uses this as strength instead of resistance. And boom, let's go. Moon mission. Let's go. However, it went into the golden pocket, went into almost to the 786, and now starting to fight up. So right now we have a higher likelihood of it reversing here or possibly reversing here. For our Aster, I don't believe our lower entry hit yet. Let me drink some more water. 1 second. Super thirsty. All right. Let's see here. 1 second. Okay. Let's see. So right now, not looking bullish. Not looking bullish. So let me put some lines through this just so it can be an indicator to me that this we weren't here when I looked at it. This is what I would like to have seen at that moment. So these are just like notes for me. But right now we're here. Oh no, this is where I wanted to see a bounce. But since we're here now, like it looks weak. It looks weak to me. Now, in order for it to look strong, I would need for it to come up, come down, and then break the pivot. Whatever pivot it's gonna do for it to break it. But right now it looks weak. Let me catch up in the chat, guys. Let me catch up on the chat. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do XPL next. Once again, Aster right now does not look strong for me. Once again, you can ask on this tomorrow, and let me put it right here too. Let's put a little note. Today is September 27. Joey type so slow, doesn't look strong. We'll put the time, 4:45 p.m. Okay. To me, doesn't look strong. Put this right here, right where it's at. Okay. Let's see here. Steve in the house. What's up, Steve? Appreciate you, man, being here. Thank you for everybody smashing the like. Let's see, I'm going to buy Avantis tomorrow. Hey, that'll work. Very nice. Steve says, got on TradingView today and started learning it. Hey, there you go. So I actually have a TradingView series. I have a TradingView series. Now, granted, there has been an update since the last time I did my stuff. Let's go to my channel. And I go over a whole bunch of stuff. So you just go to my channel. You come over here to, well, you can actually go to the playlist. You go to playlist, and here's TradingView. Use it like a pro. There's 4 videos. Oh no, there's 8 videos in here. Oh, there's 4 videos that show you everything, and then I have additional videos in there. But this right here will show you a lot of stuff. Now, again, there's been an update, so some of this stuff may be in different areas. Okay. So right now, not looking good. Okay. Steve says, what's your favorite indicator or indicators? So what are my favorite indicators? So I have, of course, price action is number 1. Then I have countdown to bar close is number 2. Then I would definitely say what's my third one? VWAP. My VWAP, because it shows me the average of the volume. Volume is really important. Is the price action strong? If the price action is above the VWAP, it's strong. If it's below, it's weak. Very easy, you know. So VWAP, I absolutely love. And then the moving averages. Moving averages, because they can show me the strength of the move. If the price action is above the 9, the 30, the 50, the 200. So this 9, 30, 50, and then the 200. Those are my favorite indicators. All of them has to do with momentum, volume. I also like the fixed range volume profile, because what it does, it shows you the volume for this particular range. And this works best when there is a range. If it's just a straight up, well, it doesn't really help. But if there's an up, down, and you can kind of see that it's a range, this will give you the most activity with this red line. This is the point of control. Also, And of course I changed the colors on these, but this top line, I put mine green, is my value area high. And this is just where there was a lot of activity. So I do like that. I think those are it. Now, for a bonus, I do like this down here. This is from Traders Reality. And you just type in Traders Reality. And so all these are good. Well, these three right here. This one that I have is this right here, PVSRA. And what it does, it shows you the volume, the market makers pushing the coin either up or down, and it has it down here. If you use this one or this one, I forget which one it is, it colors the actual candles and it creates boxes and everything. It makes it too messy for me. I like my charts really, really clean. So I just use this one so I can see them pushing. Now, my biggest mistake with this one is like, oh man, the market makers, they're pushing it down. And then the next candle, it's a purple or a blue or whatever color it is. That means they push it down, it's gonna come up. So now I long it. No, price can do whatever it wants. So just be careful with this strategy because you can get wrecked. And I have wrecked my account using this strategy. Because I thought, oh man, now I know what the market makers are doing, and it changed color. And for example, like here, like with it's green, like, oh, market makers are pushing it up. And then if I see the next candle, I believe it's a maroon, a purple, this one, where the market makers are pushing it down, or they're not, it's kind of like losing momentum. It was like, oh man, let me short it now. And then I would short it in here. It just happens to work out. But I would short it, and the very next candle is another market maker push up. Or just the retail traders, which is us, pumping up the coin even more. So it's like, dang it. So just be very careful with that strategy. All right. I need to find a platform to start playing with other than Robinhood from my phone. Yeah, so use Blowfin. Blowfin's good. Link's in the description. If you use the link, it'll help support the channel. If you don't use the link, I will never know. Market CyberB, yeah. So with Market CyberB, and let me, one second. All right. So Market CyberB. So with any indicator, tells you what has already happened. I find it hilarious. Look guys, right here, on Market CyberB, we have money flow coming down. Well, you would be looking at the indicator. Money flow is coming down on the 15-minute time frame. Let me show you. On the daily time frame, money flow is coming up. Money flow is coming up, guys, and it's kind of slowing down a little bit on the 4-hour time frame. You can see money flow is coming up, and it started going sideways, and then we have more money flow coming in, and now money flow looks like it's starting to go down. How do I know this? Because I can look at the freaking chart. 15-minute time frame. Oh, we already went over the 15-minute. Money flow was coming in here. It started kind of coming down a little bit, started going up a little bit, and now it's starting to kind of come down. I can see money flow. I can see it. Prove me wrong. BC Poor Corp, he said something, and also BC Poor Corp, and I think Lunar Beaches Crypto, because there are some rare occasions where the money flow will be coming up as this is coming down. What I want is, I want a video explaining what it's doing and how it's doing that. What is it showing? That's what I want to know. But BC Poor Corp, busy. Lunar Beaches Crypto, busy. So there you go. Is Market Cypher compatible with TradingView? Yes. Yeah, Market Cypher, it can go in here. This is the free version of Market Cypher. Let's see here. Wu Manchu. So this is the free version of it right here. Where'd he go? Oh. This is the free version of it. Wu Manchu, CyberPower plus divergence. Oh, dang it. I forgot to do it. Wu Manchu. Now, I was on Trading Wars with Crypto Keeper or Keeper, and Crypto Face was on there, and it was funny because, you know, he I was watching one of his shows, Crypto Face, and he says, yeah, you know, I help smaller channels and that blah blah, and I was gonna ask him, it's like, hey man, you know, hook me up with that market CyberPower, but I never did. And then of course I hooked up with Army Piper, and now I use the Piper one. So, hold on, let me put this in here. So the one I have for, oh, I have it on twice. Let's wait here. So Chart Prime has a lot of stuff. So Chart Prime, the link's in the description. They also have a thing with money flow, but I don't get money flow. But I don't even know where money flow's on here, on this thing. Maybe it's not even. Let me see. Joe, you're not prepared. Yeah, well, I don't use this. Okay, show money flow. There's money flow. See how money flow is coming up? It starts coming down, coming down, coming up. Now, this is not exactly like Market CyberPower, so I will say that. It's not like exactly like it. But let's go ahead and just hide this. Let's hide this and let's hide this. And let's do Bitcoin. Let's do Bitcoin so it's a little bit better. So Bitcoin. We had money flow. I'm looking here. Oh no, let's do a higher time frame. So money flow is, so the price is coming up, but money flow is starting to come down. Now, for me personally, I do, and I understand this, I do need to be more educated on money flow. But like when I see this, oh, it's coming down here, I bet you money flow is coming down. Hey, look, money flow is coming down. I bet you money flow is coming down even more because it's broke this level. You know, it came up, money flow came up, and it came down again. So, I don't know. All right, moving on. The Frankie Candles has free trading view indicators. That's pretty comprehensive. Hey, there you go. And I think he has like a lot of training videos. I keep on saying that I need to watch them, and I do. I just never do. I'm guilty of that. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Wixwife says, Steve, also Joe has great trading view tutorials. Oh, yeah. Okay. Checking out. Can you also do Avantis? Yeah, definitely. AVNT. So this one actually looks good. This looks real good. For this one, let me get rid of this junk. So this one looks really good. And why does it look good? Is because if we do the magnet tool, oops, I already have all this. Okay. So here, this was just teaching, you know, we were in a range, breaking down, blah, blah. This is what I'm kind of thinking. Price was here. I'm thinking we're gonna come down to come up. If we break this level, if this becomes a pivot, then we can short. We end up coming down lower, then coming up, coming down. Now, to me, well, let me clear all this stuff up. 38 drawings, get out here. So to me right now is looking strong for it to potentially break out of this, to come up here, to get this right here, possibly come down to here, before coming up. Maybe do something like this. Let's go moon mission. Something like that. Or this is the level that I'm really looking at. Maybe do this right here. But I'm going to go with this. Now it's very difficult because right now the market's not great. However, these coins have more people behind it, more trading behind it, because this is the newest thing. Everybody's like looking at these coins. Everybody's talking about these coins. Everybody's asking about these coins. So I would have to say this is my A, that we come up and do this. But if we do roll over, I would look at a rollover after we come up to come down and then try to come up again and roll over. And for a short, I'm looking for the break of 1.4867. However, I really wouldn't short this one just because there's so much bullishness on it. I wouldn't short it. I would just wait for it to find its bounce and then enter on that bounce. So where's my bounce? That's what I'm looking at. And then we bounce. Let's just say down. Maybe do something like this. And get rejected here. Come down and come up. That's what I'm looking at. But from here, I do think we're going to come up. We're going to break this level. So we're going to attack this. Now, some people may say this is an inducement. Some people say this is fair value gap. Some people may say we're going to come up to the supply area, selling pressure, liquidity. All these are fancy words for, it moved down really fast. There's a pretty good chance that we're going to come up to this level of where we found support before, and we may come up to it, which happens to coincide with this area, which would be known as a fair value gap. And an inducement, which is a fancy word for, it moved really fast. So when it moved really fast, if you were to do this, and I don't use this one, the volume, the range, volume profile, volume. Oh man, I forget what it's called. I don't use it. What's the name of this one? It's the one on the side. What's the name of that one? Play the greats in the house. What's up, buddy? What's the name of the one that's on the side? It's not the fixed range volume profile. It's a volume visible range. Who won? Anybody get it? It's because of what you can see. It's the visible range volume profile. Okay. So I'm going to show you something right here. Now I can see this. I can see this because I got eyeballs. I can see this. So everybody uses, I don't use this because I don't like it, because it shows you the visible, everything that's on this chart, what's visible, it'll display it here, as opposed to the fixed range volume profile, which you're actually asking it, where is the most activity in this range? But for this one, for the visible range volume profile, it shows all of this action. I can see that there's a lot of action because guess what? There's a lot of candles right here. I can see that this is a low volume node, all of this. Why? My psychic? No, because it went down. There's no ups and downs. Look, it went up really fast. It went down really fast. Look at this. Volume, low volume node. I don't need this to tell me what I can see. And that's what a lot of indicators do. They just tell me what I already see. Now, granted, when you're brand new, you're like, oh my gosh, let me put 35 indicators on the chart. And it's so funny too, because I watch all these people on YouTube and they'll be, look guys, right here, we have a lot of volume. Here's our, they call this mountains, valleys, peaks, valleys, whatever. We have all this increased volume right here, and here's our low volume node. And that's what my mentor used to do. Low volume node. That means, and this is what they would say, that means when it comes to this area, it's going to blast through it very easily, very fast. They would say it in a definite term, like it's gonna happen. What I say is, because I see that we moved up really fast here. You know, we didn't have a lot of ups and downs. We moved really fast here. We didn't have a lot of ups and downs. If we break this area, there's a pretty good chance that we could come up and, you know, break through this. It can find support resistance anywhere it wants. It can make new support resistance, but we have a higher chance that we're going to get rejected kind of like in this zone right here, because, well, guess what? There's support resistance. And that's the reason why when we come up, we stop here. So that's what I do. I give you the reality of trading. That's what I do. All right, moving on. That's why, in my opinion, a lot of people don't like the way I trade or the way I explain stuff, because it shoots down all of their stuff. It really does. I mean, look at this. I mean, I can tell you I can tell you high volume, low volume, low volume, nice volume. This was low volume, so-so volume, so-so volume. And look, so-so volume, low volume, you know, volume. And then we had, you know, volume here, because look, it's all this ups and downs. And that's why I do this, ups and downs, ups and downs. Moving on. Let's see here, going down the list. Let me check, make sure got everything here. Steve says, Joe, I want to check it out. Awesome, man. So, oh yeah, so we're still doing Avantis. Oh no, we did Avantis already. I like it. I think, you know, if Brian Armstrong wasn't behind this, I would kind of say I would lean more towards this. But because he's always in the limelight, I do think that, you know, we might do this to where we do this up here. And if we do come down, let's see here. Get out of here. If we do come down, I'll look for a bounce here. All right, let me get rid of this and this. And hopefully you guys enjoy the very, hopefully easy to understand thought process behind what I do. I mean, I can just see it. I don't need these indicators to tell me low volume, high volume. I can see ups and downs. There's a lot of ups and downs. So what I do is I'm teaching you, you know, sand the floor, wax on, wax off. I'm showing you all this, paint the fence, you know, doing this number. So when it comes down to when you're trading, you know, it's it's doing all that stuff. That's what I do. All right. Is that crazy, Joe? I can't find that YouTube playlist for TradingView on mobile. Still digging. Steve, I sent it something on Discord. Okay, got it. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, you guys are great. You guys are great. See here, Steve says, what is the indicator with the red and green dots showing up by sell? I don't know. There's a lot of indicators that do that. Now, so X marks the spot. This is Chart Prime. Chart Prime is an absolute beast. Links in the description. I love Chart Prime. I don't use indicators. Like I have these down here, so oh, he knows how to trade. But I don't use indicators. But when I do, I make sure I use Chart Prime. Chart Prime is an absolute beast. So this is X marks the spot. This is all my stuff for Chart Prime right here. There's stuff in here that'll say buy, sell. But for me personally, I have a few different ones. Let's see here. Here's this one. This one has the market cipher, the free version. This one has other ones. But like for me personally, when it breaks a level that's, to me, it's safer. But I mean, there's a lot of indicators that have buy sell on there, and there's divergence and everything else. Let's take it off. So that's my thought process on that. Robinhood is paper, crypto, not real. So here, go in the list. What's this one? What's that, Jesse? Oh, just their channels? Okay, thank you. I thought it was a video. I was like, do we need to see a video? So definitely check out BC Port Corp. And definitely check out Lunar Beaches. You know, if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. Hey, we got Mr. T in the house. Mr. T, what's up, buddy? Thank you for everybody smashing the like. You guys are the best. Techman says, I mean, can you make money? But Robinhood stops the market on high runs, inflates values, all kinds of things. Yeah, those free trades, yeah. I mean, you can make money. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like Robinhood. And same thing with like other exchanges too. Like when it gets super crazy, sometimes even if you have stop losses or whatever, sometimes they won't hit. The accounts, the exchange goes down conveniently just because there's so much traffic, because everybody's either trying to take profit or trying to sell. So yeah, it's just stuff that happens. And that's all exchanges too. All of them. Let's see here. Derry Does Thing says, hey, all been lurking. Joe, I'll do a unlisted explainer this week, hopefully. Oh, thank you, man. So I was actually talking about BC Port Corp and Lunar Beaches. I forgot about you. Yeah, so Darren Does Things. He's going to do one to explain something. But you're not wrong to price action. Market CyberPower. Yep. Yeah, man, I appreciate it, dude. I really do. I completely forgot about it. See here. Joe, for you, also I've sent you a present on Discord. Thank you, my man. You're the best. Play the Great says, bingo bango. Hooty hoo. I love it. What's up, Joe? What's going on? See here. Going down the list. Okay. Checking everything. Yes, definitely subscribe to DDT as well. Another great trader. Now, of course, these traders, we all trade differently. And that's what I absolutely love. You don't want to be in an echo chamber. You want to, DDT, Lunar Beaches, Road Dog, Crypto Changed Me. Like, there's so many other traders out there that everybody has their own little style, their own little flavor. And I recommend everybody do, see what they do, how they do it. See how they, so for me, the most important thing is, can you explain what you're doing? That to me is important. So what I do as a test, and y'all have seen it before, I will ask a question. The question would be something that a new trader would ask. And what I do is I see how well you can answer it. Now, granted, there have been times where people have asked me questions and I'm like, I don't even know. I looked it up a long time ago, a couple years ago. Let's look it up together. I don't remember. I know I used it, but I didn't use it for whatever reason. Maybe I was just too young in my trading experience to see the value of it. And maybe now I'll look into it more. But like, you will be surprised. Like, I watch a lot of people, like people that probably you've never heard of. And I watch them and I ask them questions to see how they respond and what they do and how they think. And some of them, in my opinion, is like, oh, it's kind of like, in my opinion, not good information to be telling traders. So, not saying that I know it all, because I definitely don't. If I did, I would win all of my trades, and I don't. And I know I'm still learning. So, it is what it is. Hey, we got Mike in the house. What's up, Mike? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. All right. See here. DDT says, okay, not lurking now. Family drive me mad. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, going down the list. So we did Avantis as well. I'll be doing, Billy Go Tales tomorrow evening. Awesome. Yeah, so tomorrow, we're kind of going over on the show, and I love it, man. It's the weekend, you know. So tomorrow we'll be sure to finish up right around 5, so we can push everybody to Billy Goldtails, and then they can, you know, have everything and, you know, give you a bunch of information, charts, all the good stuff. Let's see here. We're learning multiple techniques from each other. Yep. That's what it's about. I agree completely. Completely, of course, Billy Goldtails. Yeah, I watched from Digital Day this morning. Man, it's great stuff. 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard, where like he's asking AI stuff, and it just blows me away, like all that stuff. But here for Avantis, I think potentially gonna go up and then do this, because just the name and who's behind it is bullish. You know, if it wasn't for Brian Armstrong, I would definitely lean more towards this and then come up. But for this, also, I wouldn't short it, because we could short to maybe come down here to this bounce zone, and then it just, for whatever reason, maybe Brian Armstrong from Coinbase says something or tweets something, or for whatever reason. And that's the power of just having this information. And I give this information a lot on my VIP. I got to start doing it a little bit more in the Discord, but you know, that's what you don't want to short this. Now, and if you do short it, you want to have it towards a scalp and be following it. Matter of fact, one of my admins, my lead admin, he has a trade for a short on Aster. And that one, it's doing fairly well. Aster, let's go back to this one. Let's go back 15 minute. Yeah, I mean, he's killing it. Now for me, I don't have a short. I did not do a short setup on this one, but I did have lower entries to our, and the lower entry, our first lower entry hit. And we have a lower entry than that too. And this is because it's a longer term trade. Could you short it? Sure. That's what my lead admin's doing. You know, he did a setup for that. So that one's kicking butt. And then our longer term trade, like a 2-month hold, we just lowered our entry because of we lowered our average entry cost because of our lower entry. Yeah, Civil Terms podcast, love it. And great idea too. And I guess Dave Digital thought of it, because he was talking about that the other day. You know, something that was kind of unique and no one's doing it. It's like, man, that's... I think it's brilliant. Yeah, so tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard, and we'll be live for about an hour. We're going to do XPL next for Jesse. Yeah, the A is crazy. It really is. See here, if you have to watch it, definitely watch after Joe has finished. What's this? What is that? Oh yeah, that's to this morning's. Yeah, it was a great show. Definitely wifey. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's do XPL. XPL is plasma. Ooh, sexy. Let's go on the daily. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go 4 hour. It moved already. I can't touch it. Jesse probably got into this one early. So there was our first level. Here was our second level. So this was our little zone that we may get rejected to. But it went moon mission. Pack your bags. Pack your lunch. Let's go. Very nice retrace here. And here, so the way I would have traded this, and again, this is not doing the woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda, but in order for me to potentially look for a short, what I would need to do, magnitude on, is I would need for it, well, first, it would need to break this level. But it breaks the level, it has the wicks. I'm thinking now, potentially, it'll come up to about here, 50% of this move, come down, breaks this level. Now I'm entering the short, and I'm targeting this, and I'm definitely targeting this. These are the two areas I'm targeting. You could call these demand zones. You can call these order blocks. You can call these fair value gaps if there's one in there on the lower time frame. You can call it whatever you want. I just call it an area where it's stopped. Like here's kind of bodies right here. I make it really simple. So our target would be here and potentially here. But we didn't do that. Okay, fine. We come up here. Do I want to enter here? No. Why? Well, I want to enter here. Because now what we could be doing is starting a range and be in this range until it either breaks down or breaks up. Now, again, look at what I'm doing. I'm showing you in the moment of the trade versus what everybody else does. They show you after the fact. Oh, look at this. We have a bull flag and this is where you enter the trade and look at how much money we made. Join my group and blah, blah, blah. Look how great I am. I'm so smart, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't do that. What I do is I show you in the moment. Here, I wouldn't have entered because, I mean, here's resistance. Sure enough, we come here, we come down, and now we're starting to be, hey, wait a minute, this looks like a range. Could we enter a long here? What I've entered? I would have entered a long here. What time frame? We're in the 1 hour. We're right at the center. I want to. I want to enter the long. I'm looking for reasons not to. Joe, don't you see it went up? Just say you would. Have them buy your course. Join your group. No. I don't have that. What I have entered? High risk. The risk to reward's not there. Let's just say we entered here, like on a 15-minute or something. I would have to have a 13%. I want it underneath these wicks. 13% stop loss. And my target is right here, 8%. Oh, I can't do it. And this right here is a good break. But this is so tight. I can't do it. Of course, any other mentor who has something to sell you or just wants to look great, oh, that's what we do. Oh, we want to enter in the bottom of the range and join my course. And I have a boot camp that shows you how to range trade and look at how much money we made and blah, blah, blah. I'm a genius. Not here. Not here. I don't blow smoke up your butt. I don't do that. Let's see here. I'm not a replay millionaire, not a hindsight hustler. I show you in the moment. Very different from a lot of traders. Very different. So what I would have to do, oh man, see, then it breaks this. Sometimes it really sucks being safe trader. It really does. Because now my thought process is here. We want to have a 1 hour. I would just say 1 hour. Candle close above this. We have a big wick right here. And it's funny too. Joe, don't you see this SFP? Don't you see it, Joe? Here's an SFP. It's going to go to the range low. Really? Huh. I don't see it. Oh, never mind, Joe. We had a candle that closed above it. So now you have to use this. And then now it's good. Oh. So you're just moving the goalposts until it goes the way you... Well, I can do that without being so complicated. No SFP. What I'm looking for is a break of this. We have long wick. Where's your long wick reversal, guys? Oh, look, join my group. Joe, how come you keep on doing that? Because this is what other mentors do. Long wick reversal, long wick... Long wick reversal. Where's this long wick reversal? Here it is, Joe. Join their group, blah, 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 whatever. All right. I'll show you reality of trading, guys. I gotta know how to say it. Price does whatever it wants. All right. Let's see here. Steve or Wifey is leaving. Thank you, Wifey. Appreciate you being here. You're the best. All right. Let's see here. So here, what I've entered. And huge move up. I would enter just because it broke this level. So I would actually have entered here. I'd have two lower entries, one potentially maybe at a bounce here. And then maybe one right here. And I'm looking at 382, 0.5 golden pocket-ish area. From the very low to the high. So right around the 382 and golden pocket area. These will be my two entries. And this is just in case it keeps on going up before it retraces here and continues up. When I enter here, there's an extremely high chance we're coming down. Because we went up. It just makes sense. And then now it came down, coming up, breaking this level. So now let's delete everything. 23 drawings, get out of here. Joe, you take too much time to, no. They're like, all this is thought process when it comes to entering this trade. I mean, I like it. The only thing is, like, I know the percentage is way too much though. 22. I don't know what the market cap is on this. What's the market cap? Let me know, guys. What's the market cap on XPL? Let me catch you in the chat while you're doing that, if you can do it. See here, Retro Mike Tech, my man. What's up, buddy? Bullish on the breakout. There we go. RMT in the house. Thank you, XY589. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you greatly. Okay. See here, Alex O. Stiletto pattern pump. Ah. We got bearish divergence. Bearish divergence. Yeah. We got a high and we got a lower high. We got a high and a higher high. So this just says that we have a potential of it coming down. Could this go up further? Sure. Could this keep on going up and then this eventually go above this high? Sure. So right now it's possible bullish divergence. A bearish divergence. Possible bearish divergence. See here. Kind of oversold. I mean overbought. 70. 2.9 billion? Really? That was a surprise. That's a huge surprise. I'm thinking it's a lower market cap. Okay. Almost 3 billion. Okay. So, oh man, just don't like putting a super low stop loss. So this is, okay. So here we would enter. I would think that we're going to come down. Do a head and shoulders. Break the head and shoulders. And go up. That's what I think. So this one right here would be a enter now. The YouTube entry. And today is September 27. Time is 5:30. I'll leave it that size. Then we would have a lower entry right here. So this is going to be a lower entry. And this lower entry is approximately 12%. Okay. Oh man. Gotta do it though. That's horrible. I mean, if we had it way up here, we get stopped out. We could enter here. It's a regular spot trade. Man. I hate doing this. I don't like doing a 20% stop loss. Because Bitcoin could start pulling back, and these coins can easily, even though it's almost a 3 billion market cap coin, this could easily pull back 25, 35%. Easily. Just to stop us out, to bounce, and then boop, moon mission. Man, I hate that. I can't do no 20%. I'm right on the line. I have to do 20. How you doing it? And right there, you just saw the thought process of, you know, an entry. Here we enter. Here we have our first stop loss for this entry. If this entry hits, which hopefully it does, then the stop loss on this one is only 10%. So you would lose 20%. You would lose 20% on this entry and 10% on this entry. But I would think that if it comes down, I would think that it would do something like this. And everybody sees the head and shoulders, everybody starts, oh, it's going to go down. And then we break this high just to trick everybody, and it goes up. Now, as far as the target, let's go from the low to the high to the lowest point. So target right here. So it's a good 2-to-1 risk to reward. Right there. We'll just give you one target. Copy. And then our stop loss. Okay. Okay, I like it. Hopefully it's an easy enough setup for everybody to understand. So let's make this blue. Hopefully everybody can see how. Okay, I like it. So the setup is, we enter now, XPL, not financial advice. This is just hypothetical for entertainment purposes only. If you're entertained, put a 1 in the chat. If you're watching this on the replay, put a 1 in the replay. We have a lower entry at 1.4476. Our first stop loss would be horrible. However, like, you have to risk some to make some, which would be 20%. And what we're doing is we're DMM, dynamic money management. Ooh, sexy. What is that? It's scaling into the trade. That's all it is. People just want rebrand stuff so they can sell you something. It's just scaling into the trade. We do an entry here. we have a lower entry at the bottom. And then by doing so, we're going to reduce our average entry cost. And then for this lower entry, our stop loss would be about 10% from that entry. This is a YouTube entry. Today's the 27th September. Stop loss 1.2907 and our target 2.3092. So about a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio on this first entry, and then of course greater reward to the risk on the second entry. We do have possible bearish divergence. We have a high, we have a lower high, we have a high and a higher high, leading me to believe that we may pull back before we continue up. If we do go up, you know, expect a pullback. If it does start pulling back, don't freak out. We want to start seeing higher highs. So that's my thought process on that. Let's see here. Jay says, you're securing your money, Joe. That's important. Yeah. I'm always with the thought process of risk management. I'm always with that thought process. So whenever I do these scale-in trades, and especially if I think that it's going to come down, what I'll do, and sometimes like they won't hit, and it's okay. But what I'll do is I'll be watching this, and I'll put, let's say I was going to do $500 on this trade. For this entry, I would put like 150, and here I would put the remainder. That's how I trade. And that way, if I put in here and I do get stopped out, okay, fine, I got 10% of this amount of money here versus getting 20% stopped out at a lot of money. So I'll put 150 here. And then if it goes and it hits my first target without going to the bottom, and let's say I got busy and I couldn't add to my entry, oh, well, it's okay. You know, I just don't want to lose a lot if it rolls over. So that's how I do it. And then if it does pull back and it starts going up and it doesn't hit this, well, then I will just add to my entry and say I have 150 in here. Maybe here I'll put 300 just in case it goes up to come down again to bounce. And then if so, well, then I'll put in the remainder and then hopefully it goes up. If not, well, then I get stopped out. There you go. Let's see here. Everybody got ones. Thank you for everybody smashing the like. All right, guys. So that's it for the show. I do thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you. This was a YouTube call out, and again, not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Make sure to tune in every single day, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard, Saturday and Sunday at 4. And then we answer your questions. We talk about Bitcoin. We talk about the market. We look at your coins to see if we can enter the trade. If it's not safe, we'll let you know. And again, this is all for entertainment purposes. None of this is financial advice. I do thank you guys very much. And is anybody streaming right now? See, I hate, let's see, Joe, my link was wrong for the Discord. That was Billy Goat Tales Discord. I got the right Discord link now. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, sometimes my Discord link doesn't even work. So if you have any issues, just reach out to me. Trade_intuition on Telegram, and I'll send you the link over. Jesus, Jesse, get it together. You guys are funny. I love you guys. We got John 316 in the house. Thank you guys for smashing the like. You guys are the absolute best. I love you, Jesse. You're such a hard worker. Everybody here is hard workers. I do greatly appreciate you. And we will see you guys tomorrow. And I do thank you. I don't think anybody's streaming. Let me just double check really quick. Everybody in the chat, if you can put ones in the chat just to let me know you're still here. I'm checking right now. Anybody? I don't think anybody streams really on the weekends. Nope. I don't see anybody. All right. Let me see. Cooking tips. Oh, it's all good, Jesse. All right, so that's it for the show. I do thank you guys very much, and we will see you on the next show. As always, don't feel like you always have to be in a trade. Use risk management. You know, part of risk management is, you know, your entries, your exits, having a plan. You need a plan. Don't just trade on emotions or trade based off of somebody, you know, their own thought process. Learn how to trade. That's what we do. We show you how to trade here. I do thank you guys very much. Be very careful because all these influencers out there that have groups to sell you, They're going to be showing you a lot of great results. But the question you should be asking is, how many setups did they provide that week? Ask them. All right. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you in the next video. As always, let's make this money. Take care.